Me, I think anyone that cheats on their spouse deserves to die. But you're glad. You should be glad God is not me. It's not a human being. That's why I'm telling you, we need a higher power. God is not a human being. Because we have men that sleep with their best friends, wives, and they have a wife, and then they'll go back to their wife and sleep with their wife and be comfortable and calm, knowing that they're destroying another home and they're probably about to destroy their home. But God doesn't put them to death. And these people don't even believe in God. But God doesn't put them to death. God has compassion on these people. So I'm telling you, you need to believe in God. Because God is the only one that has compassion for you. Man don't have compassion. Me, if I was the president and you go cheat on your wife, you should be put to death. That's me. But I'm not God. And you deserve to be put to death. You deserve to be put to death, but God has compassion. Like if I was running the country, anybody that cheats on their spouse would be put to death. But God doesn't put you to death. And God is the one that created you. I don't really even have that power to put someone to death. Because in the New Testament, it's not like we're living the Old Testament. In the New Testament, there's forgiveness and all that, compassion, all that. But people take that grace. People take that grace for like weakness. God will allow you to still be alive for 8 months, knowing that you are sleeping with someone else's wife. You're not grateful and you don't believe that's a God. Okay, keep playing. Keep playing. Because a husband losing his thing, losing his mind, men are very territorial. So if you go ahead and he finds out that you're taking something that is his wife is his. That's his wife. So now you're taking something of his. He deserves to kill you for that. And it's like that's why God tells you the woman is the weaker vessel. Always. The woman is always gonna be the weaker vessel because a woman that's like even allowing another man to creep into their marriage and destroy it, that's why God makes a woman the weaker vessel. Because me, if I was wise, I'd be like if I was a woman or whatever, or if I was a woman and I have a decent man, he's not the best, but he's not bad, I would want to try and keep that man. But you want to lose a good or like a good man for something that's a fling that's gonna end in a few months. We all know that the girl that you're cheating with after you guys get in a relationship, it probably won't last because you guys weren't really in a relationship. You guys were just in a sexual relationship. Real life hasn't hit y'all yet because there's no responsibilities. You don't have to take care of nobody's kids. It's just sex, and then you guys go back to your house. That's it. And when there's real responsibilities, you guys have to actually communicate, not only about sex, about real life. Then that's when the relationships end. There's a statistic on that as well that most of the time the couples that are formed from cheating spouses don't last long. So I'm telling you, do better. Me, if God gives me a good wife, I'm not cheating. There's no point to cheat. Even when I was lost, I wasn't saved, I wasn't cheating. I've been in two relationships. I never cheated. I never cheated because I didn't have the feeling to even cheat because I loved both of them. The woman I was with, I loved them. I didn't even want to hurt them by cheating on them. And I wasn't even saved, bro. I was a dog. I wasn't saved. But if I claimed a woman, I claimed her. And I didn't want to do nothing to hurt her. That is in my control. Like sometimes words are not in your control. You can say something that the person could take as disrespect or like you're not caring about their feelings. But that's just words. Me actually going out and physically harming them because I could come back home if let's say I go raw with that woman that I'm cheating with and she has something because most of the time they have something because they're nasty like you and I go and get something from that woman and I bring it to the woman that I care about. I'm physically harming her. And then after that, I'm going to emotionally harm her with her knowing that she has an STD that she can't cure for the rest of her life because her partner that she trusted went around and slept with women and came back and gave her an STD that is incurable. So now she's gonna go with that. She's gonna have physical pain and emotional pain because she has to now. But she might not ever have another partner because she has this STD now that you gave her because you cheated, and now she also has to take into the fact another emotional trauma that the relationship that she had with this man or that she had with you is about to end as well. So now you physically harmed her, emotionally harmed her, and then emotionally harmed her again. So three things that you've done because you cheated, giving her STD. Most of the time, let's look. Even let's say, and I forgot to add one part. Sometimes that the men that cheat, they get the other woman pregnant. So now the wife at home has to deal with that too as well. So now you might have given your wife an STD, hurt her emotionally, and now you have another physical trauma thing that she has to live with the rest of her life. Bro, that's all that could come from cheating. All that could come from cheating. That's why you need to stop it. If you love a woman, you don't cheat on her at all. Yes, we all have temptation, but that's why you have to believe in God to help you fight temptation. You gotta pray every day. God, please give me strength for temptation from women and all that. You gotta have it, bro. Because if God gives you a good woman, Satan can't give you a good woman. It's not possible. So now you've left God, and now you're with the world, thinking that you're gonna get a good woman from the world. The world doesn't give good women. It can't. It can't do it. Your creator created you and wants you to be happy. So your creator will give you a good spouse. But the world is going to give you a spouse that looks good, right, to man. But that spouse doesn't respect you. The spouse doesn't love you like Christ loves you. Hey, you got to think about it, man. You have to think about it. You got to be picky too as well. I'm single. I'm really picky. It's not just physical. It's like I'm really picky spiritually. I have to like look at the woman and say, is this woman, is she really living for God, or is this like a phase in her life? Is this a phase in her 20s that she's now Christian, she's reading the Bible, she's not fornicating, she's not doing all that? That's everything I have to do with too as well. I have to like, it's not looks. Like that's the least. As long as you fit, I'm attracted to you. Like that's not really the issue. I'm not looking at nobody's face. I don't care what their teeth look like, their lips, their hair. As long as they fit, I could learn to love them. But if there's no like spiritual fortitude, like you need spiritual foundation that cannot be broken by the time. Because this is the woman I want to spend the rest of my life with. I can't cheat. I can't leave her. I don't want to leave her. I don't want her to leave me. Then I have to really be decisive on that. I have to make sure this woman is very, very strong in her faith. Because if she's not, she might cheat on me. She might divorce me because of lower hardships in the relationship. So that's what you got to think about. To me, a woman like I go to the gym a lot, and most women in that gym automatically like are canceled out in my book, in my mind, because the way they dress is just too revealing. If I could see your camel toe, it's just like, what are we doing in this gym? I get women want to look sexy and all that, but you can look sexy and not too revealing. If I could see everything that you ate and everything that you peed out, then it's just too much for me. It's just too much. But I understand the gym is that's what it is. You got to keep your eye forward. You on the stairmaster, there's a girl beside you in booty shorts, camel toes all showing. You can see her panties. Sometimes I don't think they even wear panties. It's just the booty shorts they wear, and you can see everything. So I'm like, eh. But somebody's gonna cuff that though. A man is gonna cuff that, get that pregnant, leave her, and now she's a single mother, and now she wants a good man. That's how it always happens. That's why I say, wait, if you don't have any kids, man, you gotta pick a woman with no kids. Pick a woman with no kids, bro, because you are not her savior. Jesus Christ is. That's all I tell you.